What is up, y'all? Pardon the hat, my hair was a mess. I didn't feel like dealing with it. How we doing? Is there something going on with my stream? Everything's looking good from my end. How's it look from y'all's? Everything in focus? We good? Audio sound all right? Hoping so. Why do I feel like Twitch is glitched out? I will be changing the emotes out for our typical emotes starting probably tomorrow. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go. I think I've got a stream going, so it's gonna take away my bandwidth. There we go. Sorry about that. What? So, first time making jambalaya for me. Should be interesting. Pot camera is blurred. Probably because it doesn't have anything to focus on. Or it's just permanently damaged. One of the two. See if I can get it to kind of focus. Is that any better? I might have to, a little. Yeah, I might have to replace that camera and try to figure something better out. Unfortunately, it's because it sits right over it. It gets a ton of steam, and it's not a water-resistant camera. I have another one, another spare one sitting here. I might try to figure out a different angle. We got a couple of chicken breast or chicken thighs here. We've got some andouille sausage here. Move my trash bag. We're going to trim up the fat on these. I don't really feel like getting my hand all dirty right now because we're just trimming up the chicken. We'll use a fork. So once we get this kind of trimmed up, we'll go ahead and dice it into about 1-inch cubes. Maybe a little smaller, maybe a little 1/2-inch cubes. How are you feeling tonight, Lily? Any better? Oh, good. Glad to hear that. Alright, so that chicken thigh looks good. This one's got a lot more fat on it. Still feeling a little tired, lethargic, but better. Well, that's a step in the right direction. Definitely, definitely a positive to be feeling a bit better. Had a couple other people I know that went down with COVID this week, so um, it's been kind of a rough couple of weeks. And they really didn't trim this one at all, even though it was supposed to be hand trimmed. I probably should have said something at the grocery store, because I just picked this up fresh tonight. I was going to use chicken breast because I had some that I pulled out, but it wasn't thawed in time. So I'm just going to use that tomorrow night for probably just some chicken tacos. Or maybe I'll cook it up for lunch. Trying not to spend a whole lot more money. I need to buy new knives. I just bought a new bed today too. I'm tired of waking up with migraines. You know how expensive those can be. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll help me sleep more than 3 to 4 hours a night. Fingers crossed. I don't like it. Fortunately, they've got a 365 night test. The bed frame, however, only has 50 days, so I have to figure out if I like the bed frame long before I decide if I like the mattress. Thanks, Lily. I hope so. I think I decided that my bed has been a big point of contention and has been a big cause of my migraines. There's also genetics and whatnot for it, but I think that it's cause of some of my migraines. You can already see how dull that knife is getting. And I just sharpened it not too long ago. I'm just tired of having to sharpen it every week or two. That's way too frequent. Properly sharpen. Not just like run over a stone real quick. Actually properly sharpen. But it has trouble cutting through chicken thigh, and that's not good. Should go through that just like butter, but nope. I'm going to get some Slap Your Mama put on this. Yes, it is actually a type of seasoning, for those of you that are unaware. Should get the chancla out for you, Lily. Yeah, it's a Cajun style, Cajun seasoning. And potatoes. That would be most unfortunate. There's the chicken all cut up. I need to get the andouille sausage all chopped up. I'd rather do that now. So, the other thing that's unfortunate is I don't have any long grain rice. I only have short grain rice. So it's not going to turn out. I thought I had long grain. It is legitimately called Slap Ya Mama. See if I can get that to focus. This is going to add quite a bit of flavor to it. Salt, red pepper, black pepper, and garlic. The only 3 ingredients in Slap Ya Mama. Whew, I'm getting a fair bit in there. It's going to have some good flavor. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just kind of let that sit in there for a minute. So this is fully cooked. And I'm going to use just under a pound of this. What's up, hero? Day's going alright. Migraine's gone. Making some jambalaya. You know, good times. How's yours going? One more day before you go back. Well, at least you have one more day. You get to buy a new computer next week. Nice. The GG's on that. I need new knives so bad. I think I'm going to just order the kitchen knife on my next paycheck. Or the chef's knife on my next paycheck. I find that hard to believe that that's less than a pound of sausage. But that's okay. We're going to go for it. You stay out of that garbage. You know better. Roxy's trying to get into the garbage. Can't say I blame her. There's lots of good stuff in there. So I'm using a Dutch oven for this. Mainly because it can go to a higher temperature and it's bigger, but I don't want to use, I could have used, so the problem with trying to do this in the Dutch oven is I have to make sure that the lid is completely sealed, which I can do with the Dutch oven. I can't do that with the Hexclad because there's a little vent in it intentionally. So that's the only downside to it, is trying to do it in there. You could probably get away with doing it in the Hexclad, but I'm doing it in here just because I don't want to deal with trying to get the lid nice and tight on there. Make sense? Hopefully. So after I get the chicken put in, I need to start to let it brown really quick. I need to wash this bowl because I need to remove the chicken pretty quickly after it's done browning. So I got to move quick on that. Once it's been removed after it's done cooking, I will then add the sausage, let that brown for a couple of minutes, add the vegetables, let that brown for 4 or 5 minutes. I'll stir it once or twice in that time. And then we'll add I think we add the tomato. I think we add the chicken back in. We'll add the tomatoes, the broth, the seasonings, and then I'll stir in a couple of cups of rice. Hopefully it works together. We'll simmer it for about 10 minutes after bringing it to a boil. And then I'll lower the temperature down to probably low and just let it simmer, because we don't want it to overcook. We don't want to boil this. So we'll bring it to a simmer, and I got to be careful we can't lift the lid. It'll take probably 30 minutes to do. So we'll just chit-chat while we're doing that. Hopefully I didn't say that too fast. I cheated. I'm not using celery, but we're going to use already diced up. This is a really good way to cheat on vegetable prep. If you don't have time, you don't want to spend the money, honestly, because this was only $1.25. A couple of bell peppers and onion and everything would have cost me a lot more. So this is a really great way to go, especially saving a little money. We're just going to add that whole package. A couple of the people that I talked to about jambalaya, the only caveat is the celery, which I don't have. But I'm okay with that. I'm not a big celery fan anyway. We'll just use extra bell pepper. I know it's not quite jambalaya without everything specific, but all right. So that's nice and hot. Can you hear that sizzle? Okay, so that's washed. I wonder what Mel's up to tonight. I know she said she wanted to stop by, but I haven't heard from her. All right, unfortunately, I think that camera is pretty well shot. Unfortunately. Oh, she had to go do something IRL. No worries. I'm wondering if that angle is going to help. Alright, chicken is not done yet, which is good. That's what we want. Because we don't want the chicken to overcook. I'm going to flip that camera though. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that camera is shot. Yep, time to replace that camera. Bummer. Alright, so this is going to cook for a few minutes. It does. It smells fantastic in here. All that, the spices from that sausage are really coming out. So this needs to just kind of cook for a few minutes. All those delicious bits at the bottom of the pan. Hey, Lily, thank you so much for the subscription. 7 months. I appreciate you. Thank you for using your Prime on me. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a problem. These are still kind of frozen, and frozen meaning oil. Not usually a good thing to do. These are actually going to cook covered for a few minutes. Yeah. We'll make sure these are cooked all the way cooked here for a few minutes. I'll stir them here in just a couple minutes, and then we're going to add the basil. I've got a bunch of Slap Your Mama going in. We're going to do... Oh, I need to grab my garlic. Might be time to buy another tube of this. We're getting low. We've been using garlic a lot. Well, I guess we got about half the bottle left. Good. Yeah. I think we're good for now. We'll give this another minute or so here. I should make something to drink. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. We can turn the fan off. So I use these Crystal Light packets for like everything. I've been drinking fruit punch. Hey, Anu. Been drinking fruit punch the last couple of days. These things are fantastic, especially if you can get them on sale. Means I get to reuse the 1 liter bottles of water that I drink as well, because I drink sparkling water. I'm doing well. I'm excited for this. I should check those veggies. Put this in here though. Doing raspberry lemonade tonight. Watch out, Rox. Alright, we'll let those go for another minute or two. And then we will add the chicken back in. We'll add the tomatoes, which we're using just a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I decided fire roasted because I like fire roasted. Doesn't necessarily call for it. But y'all, we're getting back up there on our subscriber goal, which I'd love to hit. Get some more emotes available for y'all. I didn't realize, but I think this is from TwitchCon 2019. I think this was down in San Diego, is where this shirt is from. It's I think it was. You guys should be able to tell me. Should be 2019. I haven't decided yet if I want to go back. I do know that they're not doing it in Las Vegas again this year, which I'm grateful for. But I have a lot of travel that I have planned. I'm actually trying to go somewhere along the solar eclipse line. That's happening the 8th of April. So we're trying to get somewhere along that line so we can photograph the solar eclipse. And just experience the solar eclipse since I missed it last year. Or not last year, but several years ago. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Roxy's growling at something. Alright, so the chicken's back. I need to shake up my broth. I don't want to hear comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this same can to measure my tomato sauce. Or not my tomato sauce, my chicken stock. Alright, so we've got chicken stock in there. We'll add our sloppy mama. We'll add in our garlic. Just because I like garlic. We'll add in some basil. Get this nice and stirred up, and then we're going to add our rice. I'm going to have to make a run to the bookstore because I think this is the last of my rice too. We're going to bring this to a boil. Once this comes to a boil, we'll simmer it for 10 minutes. Wow, gotta love taking me 40 minutes to get to this point. We still got another 40 minutes to go at least. We gotta get this to a rolling boil. And then we'll reduce it to a simmer and then cover it and simmer it again. Question. I know I've got it set at vertical right now. Would it be better if I did that main camera, this one, in horizontal? What do you guys think? I'm trying to decide how I want to redo my layouts. Set a timer for 8 minutes. Right now I have my camera, this main one, vertical. Should I rotate it horizontal and do more of a wider angle of my kitchen? And I need to figure out how I want to do the wider angle. Okay. I need to figure out my new overlays too. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that or if I'm going to hire somebody to do it. I will replace this camera before the next stream though. This camera here. I'm a little bummed that it died, but you live and you learn. They aren't cheap, but I happen to have spares. While that's simmering, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of dishes here. I'll just chat with you guys. I know there's an ad break going on right now, so... What better time to do dishes than during an ad break? They should be back in just a minute or so. I'm going to cover that for a minute or so here, so I don't allow all the steam to get out. I'm also going to pour myself hard cider. No, it is not from Beaverhead Brewing Company, though. It's at a cider shop that I went to not too long ago. What's up, Catfish? How you been? Whew. That was definitely on there. Scraping up some bits off the bottom so it doesn't burn. We're going to start our timer a little bit early. We're going to drop our temperature down. Same recipe you use? Nice. Always good to have reassurance. And while we wait... Oh, nice. That is not where I got mine. I actually got it from a friend of mine who happens to be from Louisiana. He said it's a basic one, but it works. Heck yes. I love this stuff and I swear by it. I also do ginger the same way. This is tomatillo salsa we made the other day. I'm going to go grab my chips. I just need to make sure that that is still simmering. Yep. And no more. No, this is really, really good stuff. I've been really, really impressed with it. I've been using this for probably 3 years. Obviously not this one bottle of paste. I go through it so quick, but it has so much flavor. You still get all the juices, which is where you get a lot of that aromatic from. You still get all of that. It's just there. You have to use it within a couple of weeks of opening it. But I go through so much garlic, it makes sense for me to use it. So, yeah, it's good stuff. For the most part, depending on what I'm doing, I will use that for my fresh garlic. I'm still bummed. So I checked again today for cilantro so I can add it to this. Sold out, still. I'm so frustrated by it too. But it's really developed a lot of heat to it, which is good. I've eaten a half a container of it because I had this plus another small one. And yeah, catfish, I don't know about... Oh, you also had a teaspoon of Worcestershire and a half teaspoon of red chili pepper flakes. I added quite a bit of Slap Ya Mama. Um, to this. I'm not really concerned about the heat. But the Worcestershire is a good idea. It's a really good idea. We'll see how this turns out and make adjustments from there. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a long time since I've had jambalaya. And I've never made it myself, so I'm looking forward to seeing how I can improve it. But the Worcestershire is a good idea. And so is the red pepper flake. Yeah, the Tony Chachere's is really salty. I really prefer Slap Ya Mama. I've used both because I do like Cajun blackened chicken on occasion. And I'll use Slap Ya Mama on that pretty good. And I've got some blackening seasoning that I use as well. I can't remember who makes it. But I use a lot of the Slap Ya Mama for that. I also have an off-brand before people started carrying Slap Ya Mama in town. And I've ordered a bunch online in the past as well. But you just can't go wrong with... And honestly, you just leave some of the salt out otherwise. But see, I didn't add any extra salt to this. Oh, I forgot to set my timer. What do you think? 24 minutes? 20 minutes? I really want to open it and stir it and get that rice off the bottom so it doesn't burn, but I don't think it will now. This cider is good stuff. I need to go back there sometime. It's going to be interesting over the next couple of weeks. I've got to rearrange my living room and get rid of a bunch of stuff. And get rid of both of my couches. Because I will be taking my parents' couches, or one of them, when they move to the new house. I think they bought their new one today. Or yesterday. They may not have bought it yet. But they move in 2 weeks. So that'll be fun. That's going to be a busy time. I will probably not be streaming and probably just helping them move during that time. So here, middle of January, I probably won't stream for a week or two. Just kind of depends on how much work has to go into that. We may try to do it all one weekend. Hey Mel, it's going well. How are you? Glad to see you. Glad you made it out tonight. We're just chilling while the jambalaya goes. How's your night? And I've been sharing this the last couple of streams for those of you that haven't seen it. This is the up close on the what will become my recipe book. I'm really happy with it. She did such a wonderful job on it. Now I just need to write my recipes in it. What's up, Hero? Welcome back. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's coming together. I'm still designing my apron and the knife roll. I kind of want to wait until I have my new knives to do the knife rolls, but I'm hoping to have a prototype here in the next few weeks. Um, it'll be a dark gray. I think I've got the material actually just on the other side of the kitchen here. But I'm super excited for it. It's once we have the prototype working and functional and we have everything kind of settled and I have the logo added to it. I've still got to finish adjusting the logo to fit on the leather patch. But I'll have a leather patch here with the logo, the Cooking with Bay logo. But it'll be slightly different than this in order to fit on the patch. And because it has to be done with a laser, it's hard to get the pan highlight without bleeding too much into the rest of it. So more to come on that. I'm excited for that. I've ordered the hardware, so we're going to use some antique brass fittings. So there'll be a clip on the shoulder and on the waistband so that you can detach them. And there'll be slide adjustments. So it'll, instead of tying it together, you just clip it on. And it'll be a crisscross on the back. I haven't decided how I'm going to do the back. I'm thinking I might do a leather piece to hold the back. It'll come in kind of like a into 4 points. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to do 2 straps. They'll crisscross and hold the apron in place. But if I do just the 2 straps, they'll be adjustable with a slide buckle so that you can adjust the length on it. There's some effort that will have to be made, and I might have to wait until after my parents move to be able to use the shop, because the shop is temperature controlled, and I don't have a problem with doing some of the work. There's some chemical smell I want to avoid with some of the work I'm going to be doing to treat the material so that it's waterproof, or at least water resistant. So looking forward to it. There's a lot to it. I want to get the design done. I want to make them handmade. I don't want to have somebody else make them. I'd rather bespoke items, very handmade items. So I'm looking forward to that. Leaving that covered is stressing me out. But I'm really bummed that camera is gone. It is. It's just straight blurry. I'll have to find my other camera. I've got it around here somewhere. I thought it was in my bags, but it's not.
God himself puts his arms around you.
I may just use wax, to be honest. Because with wax, you can use it on canvas, and it works great. And there's a lot of pre-waxed canvases out there, but I'm using an unwaxed canvas. It's still good heavy-duty duck canvas, but it's not waxed. I could buy it pre-waxed, but I want to wax it after I've done all the sewing, so that I can wax over the holes in the where the thread has come through, and seal that off. I should wash my knife. I've been doing a lot of research on it, trying to find the best route. For tonight's bowl, we're going to use the wooden bowl. I love this pan, or this pot. This is, so these are from, this is part of a two-piece set from Costco of enameled Dutch ovens. And I will put a bolognese on at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I will let it just simmer all day long until it's time to eat dinner at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I would notice, Hero. Um, I'd notice when there's a wooden bucket on my head that somebody was doing something. Yeah, I think I got too much steam in the camera, Mel, and it just killed the camera. Yeah, we're gonna need a. He's not playing by the rules of Skyrim. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't figured out what I want to put in this bottle yet. Unfortunately, Catfish, it's actually inside the camera. Underneath the lens. Pretty high sneak then. Yeah, I wish. It's... Y'all can see my face in that one. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that camera is toast, so I'm gonna have to replace it. I'm hoping that the wooden bowl has a good contrast. Yeah, and I can't lift the lid. Usually wipe yours with Windex before show. Yeah, so it's a Logitech C920. It's really hard to use Windex on, but I could try it just to see if it fixes it. But it's been cloudy, and I've wiped it a couple of times, and it's still not any better. Not sponsored by them, but these things, especially this time of year with how sick everybody's getting, are amazing. And if you have a Costco membership, worth it. It's just airborne gummies. Live cam you use over the stove is so old it doesn't have two lenses. Oof. If you alt-tab GTA 4, it crashes your whole PC. Oh, man. Is that a driver issue? Is it still on, like, DirectX 10? I want to see how much time we have left. We still have at least 10 minutes. And the game is probably about 20 years old. It's only 15 years old. April 29th, 2008. It's almost 16. Oh God, that makes me sad. Oh, that was depressing. ...2008 kids are driving this year. No. No. I had a friend's kid graduate college. This last spring. Thanks, hero. That's coming sooner than it should. Well, that's just depressing. Anyway, I went to my 20th year reunion last summer, so I really have no room to say much at all. So, question. Should I donate my old pans? Because I have a whole new set of... I know I'm going to keep at least one of the really small non-stick pans that I'll use. Oh. I paid like $200 for them like 6-7 years ago. There's no tax write-off. And the new pans that I got were a gift. Oh, Mel, I wanted to show you because you haven't seen them. I don't think since I got them. I got my new babies. I got my hex-clad pots and saute pans. I'm so excited. So excited. They are so nice to have. Yes, the Gordon Ramsay approved pots and pans. I do have them. They cook so nice. The only reason I didn't use them tonight is because I needed to keep this lid tight as can be, and there's a vent. The knives, no. So actually in that throne link, you can see the link to the knives that I want. They're right at the very top of my throne. That sounds weird to say. But the knives I'm wanting to do are the Dalstrong Valhalla series. So they are not a Damascus patterned knife. The issue with the Damascus patterned knives, unless you're spending a lot of money, it's not real Damascus. So instead, I'm going for ones that are recommended by people that I know that use them in kitchens all day long. So that's kind of where I'm at on those. But yeah, so the knives are the Valhalla series from Dalstrong. Star Wars Lego sets are expensive as heck, yeah. Those are on there as well because I do, which is actually 500 for the Millennium Falcon is actually down from what it used to be. Not much, but it is down. I also do Lego builds on stream, so that's why those are on there. But yeah, I'm excited. We've got probably 3 or 4 minutes left on the Jambalaya. 5 minutes left on the Jambalaya. Yeah, there are a lot of blacksmithing. They use a Damascus pattern, but they're not a Damascus steel. Actually, I think there is some different steels, different grades of steels. And there's a lot of real Damascus out there, but there's a lot of about Damascus. I'm not big on it. They'd be cool, but I really am going for function. The reason for the Valhalla is it is good steel, and it's got a cool resin handle. I'm a little bit sold on that. The knife actually blends into the handle. I don't like when the handle butts up, especially for cooking. If you're doing something else with a knife, that's great. But if the handle has a gap where the tang goes in, you can get bacteria in there. And so I like my knives like these ones, where the knife and the handle meet. You can't get anything down in that groove. And we're in ad break, so it'll be just a couple minutes here. Yeah, food grade is the level I want to go, or food service grade. So people who use them in the kitchen all the time. I've got a number of cook friends that they use them. Their work provided them with some cheap that knife that they just burn through fast, and so they went out and bought their own knives, and they've been using the Dahlstrongs heavily for quite a number of years. So Jack in the Box has a commercial where a person is playing Dota 2 in the background. Seriously? Welcome back from the ad break, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging around during that time. I appreciate it. We're just coming up on a couple minutes left. And then we can check this and see either how good it turned out or how bad it turned out. I'm a little nervous that it may have burned to the bottom of the pan. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we got the temperature turned down enough. But being as this is a cast iron pan or cast iron Dutch oven, it may have retained the heat a little too well. But we did get it down to a gentle simmer. Description on Amazon was accurate that it is not food service grade. I want to get, so the primary ones that I'm really, thanks Mario, you don't have that self-control. Fortunately, I've had you guys to talk to tonight, so that's been a big thing. So I want to get the big meat cleaver. I want to get a Nakiri knife. I want to get the bullnose meat knife, and I want to get the chef's knife. Those are the 4 that I really want. I've got a couple others in that list, I believe, but those are the 4 that I really, really want. And I think those are the 4 that I will prioritize. I'm going to do the chef's knife first. I may just, like I said, I may order that on my next paycheck. I'm trying to, as I mentioned earlier, my mattress just cost me a fortune, but the mattress was much more needed than knives because my sleep sucks. So I'm going to have to wait and get that on the next paycheck. Here we go. All right, y'all ready to check it? It cooked perfectly, y'all. Oh, and it smells so fantastic in here right now. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to show y'all. Alright, so now you can see on the camera a little bit. Now I need to get, I've got a loaf of crusty bread here. We're doing some crusty French bread. I'm going to pull this off of the heat because I really don't want it to overcook. They cyberbullying us. The real test is, does it actually taste any good? Instead of mess with my pretty bowl there. We'll take straight out of the pot. Oh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Roxy. Now I need to get a photo of it. Mel, if I could share it with you, I would. And I will be posting these in Discord. I am super happy with how these turned out. There is the photo of it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on. Ah, it's not going to focus. No, I want this food. Here, I will post it in your Discord. I will post it in my Discord. Um, for those of you that haven't joined my Discord, make sure you do. I post all of my stuff in there. I will be posting the recipes for my food as soon as the website's ready. I do have a couple of them posted already. Yeah. Y'all, I am super... super hungry. This is looking really good and it's taunting me. So yeah, really excited to have this food made. I don't know what I'm doing next. I keep looking at lamb tagine as an option. It also depends on if my meat guy gets me some good lamb to use. So I know that's been requested. Biscuit has requested it. He was one of the first ones to request in that. So the other thing you can do, if you want something done live, if you want me to cook something, make sure you go to the cooking request channel. Post what you want to see me cook. I'm starting to kind of try to figure out a menu to incorporate those recommendations and trying to learn a lot of it because it's stuff I haven't made before. So I'm really excited for that. I'll get all of the emotes updated so that we have the wolf emotes back. So those will be back next stream. Now that we're past Christmas and I don't need to have the Christmas ones anymore. But we'll have the wolf emotes back here on the next stream. Really excited. I'm really happy with how this turned out, so I'm really grateful that it was recommended. I'm gonna go see who we have that's live. I want to eat. I need to clean up. And I want to send you to somebody who's streaming right now. So let me go see who's live right now, and we'll go from there. I'm glad you made it, Mel. Doesn't matter when you join. I'm just glad you made it. I'm grateful you're here. Luxon is playing Final Fantasy IV. So we are going to go show Luxon some love. Make sure y'all stick around for the raid. I have already posted it in your Discord and in mine now. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Make sure you copy that raid command. And let's go say hello to Luxon. Thank you guys again for hanging out. I really appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys